Yes, sir. We're back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, you know the voice and the guy. It's me, really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. Okay, no recap today. It's been a bad week already, but what I do have, and it's a good reason, because I have a lot to get through and not a lot of time. And so we got to get to it. We got to get down to business. I'm going to give out one bet for the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets game, 6 over there in Golden State. And then I have 1, 2, 3 bets to give you futures for the WNBA. And so that's going to be a large part of this conversation. But the first play here, Golden State versus the Rockets. I mean, the offensive explosion that the Rockets have in game 5 just more solidified for me what I already felt like I knew, that was the Rockets do or die game, and they were going to make sure that they didn't go home on their home floor right there. I give them no shot here in game 5. I'm not going to lie to you. This feels extremely chalk, but I don't think that if the Rockets can't score like they did in game 5, they're not going to be able to win. Like, they're not winning a slugfest defensive battle with Golden State going down into the wires of the fourth quarter, and they just haven't been able to get it done. They haven't been consistent enough. I don't think that they're going to get the 20 plus 25, 27 plus points, whatever it was, from Dylan Brooks again. We'll see if they get it from Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet's been pretty good recently, so maybe they do, but I am very concerned about the scoring options, and they actually have found ways to slow down Şengün. One being Draymond Green. And so getting really physical with Şengün inside the paint, kind of setting him off, getting him into foul trouble as well. Like, I can see ways that Şengün really doesn't have a good game. I don't want to go. I may decide to take a player prop later. I don't have a prop now. Only thing I'm doing now is what I knew that I was going to do. I felt like Golden State was going to win this in 6. They were going to win it on their home floor. I'm still taking Golden State to get it done here in 6. I'm laying the 5 with Golden State. I think that they're going to go away towards the end of the game. I think they're going to pull away here. Free throws with the Rockets trying to extend the game and give themselves a chance puts us at 7, 8 as a final score here of what the Warriors win by. Do I think that it's a closely contested game? Yes, but I do think that they pull away in the end and good enough to cover 2 possessions. So I like the Warriors laying 5 here. Before we get into the WNBA futures, however, gotta make sure that I talk to you about one, our NBA playoffs prop contest. You have to get down in the NBA playoffs prop contest. If you have not already, we are giving away an autographed Shawn Kemp jersey for our listeners in the contest. All you have to do is go over there to that Betting Pros app and just submit your first round bets for player props into the contest. All you have to do is select a quick pick. It's super easy. It's right there. You can select it and enter it into the contest for a chance to win round 1, a Shawn Kemp signed jersey. Round 2, it'll be a different prize. And the grand prize, an Allen Iverson signed jersey. So make sure you do that and get into that playoff prop contest over there at the Betting Pros app, or go to bettingpros.com/playoffs. We are also brought to you by Microsoft, and that brings you. So, Microsoft empowers visionaries with AI solutions, simplified cloud and data management, and trustworthy, responsible AI. Microsoft's challenger mindset, emphasizing the importance of pushing boundaries, striving for excellence, and turning challenges into opportunities. Microsoft is helping decision makers make informed decisions, sparking new ideas, and driving impactful change. Microsoft provides the tools and expertise to tackle the biggest challenges with confidence. So, whatever challenge you're facing, Microsoft empowers you with the expertise to say, bring it on. Microsoft.com/challengers to learn more. All right. Here is how I feel about the W thus far. Three quick bets. Wow, couldn't even say that right. Quick bets that I want to give you. First up, there's a new team in the W. They go by the Golden State Valkyries. Talking about Golden State, let's just go ahead and talk about the Valkyries. They currently have a win total of 13 and a half. It is the lowest win total on the board. Basically, they saying they don't even have a shot in the league this year. Now, new head coach, Natalie Nakase, first year head coach. She was the number one assistant over there for Becky Hammon and that Las Vegas Aces team during the run that they made. So she's been there working. She's been in the W. She's been in personnel. She knows what she's doing. Brand new head coach, brand new team, but she knows what she's doing. So you look at the team. I think that this is not a bad team. Time Fakbile being an option to be on the team as a big was very, very surprising to me. I didn't think that the Fever were going to let her go. And I think that her, along with Kayla Thornton and Kate Martin, like Julie Van Loo, all of these players. So maybe I need to go back and explain that for the people that don't know the W. So with the new Golden State Valkyrie team, they had a draft where every other team in the league got to pick their top 6 players. And then the rest of the players were put into a pool, and the Valkyrie could draft their team out of that. So majority of these players, besides the rookies and Tiffany Hayes, because Tiffany Hayes signed with them in the offseason of her own volition, all these were basically the castaways from their different teams. Yeah, we can protect 6 people. You're not going to make it. And there's a lot of good players on these teams. Like Monique Billings is a forward that can drive, get to the rim, brings you a lot of energy. You got Julie Van Loo is a pass first guard that can shoot the three. You got Xanda Lassini, very, very good 3-point shooter. I think she led the W in 3-point percentage one year, I'm pretty sure. Or if she didn't lead at the end of the year, she was like second or third. You have Kayla Thornton, who is a champion coming over from the New York Liberty. She gives you energy. She gives you defense. Stephanie Talbot gives you some defense there as well. Like I said, Timmy Fakbile gives you rebounding, gives you energy, gives you hustle, gives you defense. Tip Hayes is a bucket. Kate Martin is a 3-and-D type player. Like, Natalie Nakase drafted this team with an idea of what I want them to look like, what this is going to fit into a system. She already has that idea. They just have to put it into motion. Am I saying they're going to go out there and beat the best teams of the W? No, they're actually probably going to get smoked by those teams. But all those bottom feeder teams in the W, like one that I'm about to talk to you in just a second about, they can compete with those. The Los Angeles Sparks, who don't play any form of defense, they might actually beat them in the first game of the season if the Sparks don't respect this team. These are still WNBA players. They may have been the castaways from their team, but they are still very valid players, and a lot of them are still really good. So I think that this Golden State Valkyrie team is going to shock people. I think they're going to win more games than people think. Give me the Valkyries to go over 13 and a half wins. Next play in the W, Connecticut Sun. Their win total is at 16 and a half. They have a brand new head coach. They have a brand new team because everybody left. In fact, they have one player on the roster right now that was at training camp last summer. Oh man, it's gonna be a long season for the Connecticut Sun. A very, very long season. They bring in Tina Charles, and it's like, okay, Lindsay Allen, Diamond Shields, Draphany Samoros, and Sanaya Rivers. But like, they don't even have a chance to succeed. Like this, the turnover from being a semi-finalist year after year after year to now, this team doesn't even look like they can win 10 games, let alone 16 games. This is going to be very, very rough for a first-time head coach in Rashid Mazan or Mazan? No, I think it's Mazan. I got to figure that out. But first-time head coach coming from overseas, trying to build a culture in this team, and it doesn't even feel like he has the players to be able to do that. And I don't even know if that's not even partially his fault. Like, I just have no idea what Connecticut is doing. They didn't try to replace majority of what they have. We'll see how long they go throughout the season with Marina Mabry, who already asked for a trade and they denied it because they don't have any other options. I argue that Tina Charles only signed there just to go ahead, go somewhere, get a max paycheck real quick. But like, they have two solid draft picks, but this is easily the worst team in the league. I'm not even questioning it. I think Connecticut is going to struggle to get to 10 games over the course of the season. I really, really do. They're going to lose a lot of basketball games. And at one point, it's going to be like, all right, well, we might as well just start tanking for Olivia Miles or Lauren Betts. Like, we're going to have to do that. So I think it's over. I really do. I think it's over before the season started. I'm fading Connecticut. Give me Connecticut Sun under 16 and a half wins. And then save the best for last because I do think they are going to be the best regular season team over the course of the season. The Las Vegas Aces lose Kelsey Plum over the course of the offseason, but they gain Jewell Loyd. Oh, and if you don't know me, and I will admit this, so if you want to take this one a grain of salt, you can, but you'll probably be wrong because I think I'm right, and I'm almost positive this is going the way I think it's going to go. But if you don't know, I'm the biggest Jewell Loyd fan. I will fight over Jewell Loyd. That is my dog. Absolute killer on the court. Straight killer. Love her game. She has a lot to prove this season because they were talking a lot in the offseason about her, the beef with the Storm and Skylar Diggins Smith. Now she gets the trade over there to the Aces. She's got a lot to prove. But I think she can. I think she's easily a 20-point per game scorer. And honestly, I think it's very, very scary as well with what Chelsea Gray looked like in the unrivaled league that I was talking about earlier this year. Chelsea Gray looked amazing. The injury that she walked into the season with last year and was battling with over the course of the entire season looks like a thing of the past. And Chelsea Gray looks like she's going back to looking like a finals MVP and champion that she is. And so multiple time champion, excuse me. So I think that was the thing that really messed up the Aces over the course of the season is that they didn't have Chelsea Gray to be able to be that additional option that they really, really needed at times. She was like a traffic cone defensively and really couldn't keep up with anybody. And she's normally a really good defender. So I think she'll be a much better defender for them this year. And they're really going to need it because there was the biggest criticism of everything last year was that they couldn't stop anybody. And so now I think that, hey, they can start to become slightly better defensively. Would I still like for them to have a better big alongside Asia Wilson that's not named Kia Stokes or Megan Gustafson? Yes. Unfortunately, we all can't get what we want. But I still think they'll be okay. Maybe Queen Egbo will get better minutes, and that would be a really big lift to this team. I think Cheyenne Parkatias is pregnant right now, but she's expecting to come back towards the end of the season, and she can be another really, really good post player to play in relief of Asia and give them a spark off of the bench. Like, I like what they did with the team. They bring in Dana Evans as well. I think they can get some good usage out of her, especially as a backup point guard. Jackie Young is still there. We know how Jackie Young get down. And then they have the greatest player on the planet in Asia Wilson. So I think this team is locked in. I think they are really, really sour about not only how last season ended, getting knocked out of playoffs, but getting knocked out of playoffs by the Liberty and in convincing fashion. And I think it's a revenge tour over the course of the entire season. I really, really do. And there's a lot of teams that I just don't think are going to match up with them, starting with the New York Liberty, especially with the injuries that the Liberty have. I don't think that they're going to be good. And I actually think they're going to take an L on ring night, first night of the season. And the Aces are going to go ahead and get us win number one in this win total. So give me the Aces over 27 and a half wins. That's everything for this episode. Golden State Land 5 is the play for tonight with the game. Not doing anything else right now. Just Golden State. Handle business. Valkyries over 13 and a half wins. They shock and not be the worst team in the league in their first season. Connecticut Sun, under 16.5 wins. They go from a perennial playoff team to worst team in the league in one season. And then the Aces reclaim their spot as top dogs, over 27.5 wins. There we go. That's it. At really real __. Make sure you give me a follow at BettingPros on X and TikTok, at BettingPros NFL on Instagram, and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where you can go over there. Make sure you subscribe, drop a comment, and have a chance to win that Dennis Rodman signed jersey. All right. With that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. Another way of ending the podcast, just kind of like this. We are out of here.